You don't need to chase women. That's not what a man of God does. You chase purpose. You chase growth. You chase God. Because when you chase God, the right woman will see you, not for your looks, not for what you have, but for the spirit that's leading you. See, when you chase women, you end up forcing something that was never meant to be yours. You start mistaking attention for affection and validation for love. And that's fake. That's manipulation, not relationship. If a woman only wants you when you're chasing her, she's not interested in you. She's interested in the attention you give her. And that's not love, that's ego. A godly woman doesn't make you chase her. She notices your character. She sees your consistency. She respects your walk with God. That's the kind of woman worth waiting for. And to the women watching this, it's sad how our world has made it normal for women to sit back and expect to be chased, even when they know the man is genuine. We call it the chase, but really, it's pride. Because love isn't a game of who can ignore who longer. It's a partnership. It takes two hearts that want to serve each other, not one doing all the work. Even God doesn't force love. He invites us. He pursues, yes, but he waits for our response. It's mutual. It's real. Now, let's go deeper. Adam didn't chase Eve. He was working when God brought her to him. He was placed in a garden, with a mission, with boundaries, with purpose. He wasn't scrolling through the earth looking for love. He was walking with God. That's when God said, "It is not good for man to be alone." God saw Adam's readiness, not his loneliness. That's the pattern. Purpose first, presence first, relationship after. But today, men flip the order. They chase Eve before they've learned how to manage the garden. They want a woman before they've learned self-control. They want love before they've learned obedience. And that's why so many end up hurt, bitter, or empty, because they tried to build love on emotion instead of foundation. Bro, if you're watching this, understand this. You can't lead a woman if you don't even lead yourself. You can't build a relationship if your relationship with God is broken. And you can't expect peace if your only focus is pleasure. Every time you chase a woman for validation, you're telling God that his approval isn't enough. That's why he keeps letting it fail. Not because he hates you, but because he's protecting you from fake love. That woman you keep running after, she might not even be bad, but if you're not ready, you'll still ruin it. Because your purpose has to come before your passion. Work on your spiritual health. Work on your mind. Work on your calling. That's what makes a man attractive. Not desperation. Not smooth talk. Not endless texting. A man of discipline commands respect without saying a word. That's what makes women notice. Not the chase, but the calm. There's a difference between pursuit and chasing. Pursuit is intentional. Chasing is desperate. Pursuit is when you know who you are and you move with peace. Chasing is when you don't even know what you're doing, but you're terrified of being alone. Godly pursuit says, "I'm interested, but I'm not losing myself to prove it." Worldly chasing says, "Please pick me so I can feel worth something." You can show interest without surrendering your identity. You can pursue without begging. And if she doesn't see your value, that's fine. You're not meant to convince her, because the right woman won't need convincing. She'll recognize what's already in you. Now, to the women. You say you want a man who leads, who's confident, who loves God, but you keep rejecting them because they don't chase you like the worldly guys do. You say you want peace, but you're still addicted to drama. Let's be real. If you keep turning down good men because they don't play games, it's not that all men are trash. It's that your heart's still drawn to chaos. And if peace feels boring, it's because you've confused love with excitement. A godly man won't entertain your insecurities just to keep your attention. He'll challenge you to grow. He'll pray for you. He'll call you out when you're wrong, not to hurt you, but to protect you. That's leadership. But you'll miss it if you're too focused on being chased. Here's the truth both sides need to hear. Love is not one person chasing while the other hides. It's two people chasing God and meeting on the same path. It's not 50-50, it's 100-100. It's not who calls first or who cares more. It's who's willing to love like Christ. And love like Christ means sacrifice. It means dying to pride. It means serving, not competing. Jesus never played games with us. He didn't say, "Let them chase me until they deserve my love." He gave his love freely, but he didn't beg anyone to accept it. He pursued us, but he didn't chase. There's a difference. So men, stop begging for love from someone who doesn't value you. Stop chasing attention. Start chasing purpose. Every time you level up spiritually, emotionally, and mentally, you become the kind of man a godly woman prays for, because she's not looking for a man who looks busy. She's looking for a man who's become something. You don't need a girlfriend to feel valuable. You need God to restore your identity. You need to learn to be at peace in your own garden, to walk with Him daily until your soul stops craving validation. And when that day comes, when you've built something real with God, that's when He'll bring her. Not because you chased her, but because you became someone worth finding. Women, stop making men fight battles you're not willing to meet halfway. Stop wanting a king while acting like the world. If you want a man of God, you've got to be a woman of God. Proverbs 31 doesn't describe a woman who sits around waiting to be noticed. It describes a woman who's busy, building, serving, preparing. She's clothed with strength and dignity. She speaks wisdom. She works hard. That's the kind of woman God honors. So stop expecting Him to do everything. Love takes two. Effort takes two. Respect takes two. Here's the truth. If you're not satisfied in Christ, no relationship will fix that. If you can't find peace alone, you won't find it together. Stop chasing people. Start chasing God. Because when you're truly walking with Him, you'll attract the right people naturally. The right one won't confuse you. The right one won't play with you. The right one won't need to be chased. They'll just recognize you, not because of how hard you tried, but because they see the same God in you that's working in them. That's what real love looks like. That's what's worth waiting for. So don't chase women. Seek God. And when you do, everything meant for you will come. Without games, without begging, without confusion. Because when God writes your story, you don't chase what's yours. You just walk in obedience, and what's yours walks right into your life.